So starting from version 0 to 3, you'll be able to use images in the Shapes output plugin, which is used for rendering 2D visual output for VJing or other uses. Basically, this allows you to add a bit of texture and interesting elements into the otherwise flat animations. Here's an example scene that is using a bunch of images in different blending modes and then animates them based on the position of this fixture. Now let's see how you can set this up from the beginning, just as a very simple scene. I will go to restart schema. I'm running it from source. Now we can do a new project. Let's call it Shapes Texture. And you can see it has been created here in the schema documents. And the folder is important because we need to place some resources. Those are the images that we'll be using. All the images at this moment are referenced from this resources directory. So you cannot point outside of your project, but you can use whatever you place in here. Now, first of all, you're going to want to enable the Shapes plugin. With that, you'll get the render window, and we can create a new circle, add some basic properties such as color. I will switch to seeing all blocks, and radius. With these two, we can control the basic properties of a circle. Obviously, we can move things around. If I press I and P and control right, I will make this default. We can now move this around. You can see this is reflected in the shapes output. And now the new thing is that we can also add a resource block. So you can see there is a resource and a resource mode. This is how and this is specific to the shapes plugin, the shapes render. This is how it will be handled if it will be a mask or if it will be multiply. That's the two options now. So let's start with placing reference to a resource. Now we can see that there is nothing here. That is because we haven't placed any images inside of here. But I have prepared a screenshot from a friend's Instagram that will give us an image that we can use. Now I can take this, and you can see it immediately shows up on the circle. It is still masked by the circle shape. And now we can kind of play around with it. The default mode is mask, meaning that if there is two of these, let me just duplicate with Control E, you can see that they kind of overlap and overlay. So that's quite useful for making effects like these. Maybe you might want to add some little shake here. I could do that with controlling the position. And I can do let's say a random position within a group. I need to select the right group. And this is a little buggy, but now we have basically this nice kind of mask blending, right? The image is used as an alpha channel, basically, the luminance of it in order to mask the original shape that has some color. Now the second mode that we have available is the multiply. So basically what you can do with that is it just takes the original image and basically multiplies it with the color. Now you can this is useful if you want to see the original image as it is or adjust it a little bit, right? But those are basically the two modes, and you know that there's plenty of flexibility in how you can kind of combine these things and play around with them. This is obviously something that you can switch. Uh, let's say we put a alternate picking here, and the pick alternate is basically something that switches from one input to the other over time. There is some randomness that can be added, but it's not important here. And let's say we will be switching between the masking mode and the multiply mode. And now we can see that this is exactly what is happening. I can make it fast, very fast, and get a sort of flickery effect on that. I could also play a little bit with the radius. And now this is, I mean, this is already beyond the new features and just playing around with it. But this is, yeah, this is basically it. Let's do this. This is too crazy. And maybe with the right music, this could work. I will also take this, try to select the other fixture, which kind of made hard. And now we can have both of them moving. I can take this, make it full screen with F11, and I have a little animation going on. Obviously, if you use better resolution images, you're going to